Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining us today. And today we have a very special guest, Akshaya Murthy from Zendesk, driving the AI innovation there. I have so many questions today to ask you, but maybe we start with a brief introduction. Can you tell us about your journey, how you come here, and what do you do at Zendesk?
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me on the podcast. My name is Akshay, and I am a director of AI transformation at Zendesk. My core focus is to look at how we can transform the enterprise architecture using AI. We all know how fast that field is moving, so we want to make sure we are not left behind. So I work behind the scenes to build out the strategy, work with the right stakeholders to get the right technology to our employees and our customers.
And what you have been doing before Zendesk?
I've been in a variety of roles. I've been in internal audit, in information security. I spent a chunk of my career in consulting and IT services. So it's a very diverse background. I've landed in the AI field just because I love technology and that's the way forward. I was there at the dawn of the internet. I was there at the dawn of the cloud revolution. Now, excited to be at the start of the AI revolution.
Tell us more about Zendesk. How Zendesk is in AI revolution?
Zendesk, if you don't know already, we are a customer success platform. We provide tools such as Zendesk Ticketing, Zendesk Guide, which allow you to deliver customer support to your end users and customers. And right now we are offering a plethora of AI solutions within our platforms. There's Zendesk AI Assist, there's Zendesk AI as a SKU that you can purchase where you can summarize tickets, quickly look up information sources, quickly respond to tickets, automatically segment tickets, send it to the right queue. So all in all, a very efficient support transaction that we enable as a product. A lot of exciting announcements coming up in the future, so look forward to that.
So actually, customer support is one of the key verticals that AI is having real ROI impact, aside from the other hype that you see across the board. I was reading a research paper by LinkedIn, was like doing the customer support ticket automation by getting more than 30% ROIs on it. And this today, that's not a hype, that's like deployed already in production. Can you tell me what's the ROI at Zendesk, like using AI?
So I can talk about what we're doing internally, and for our internal tickets, what we learned very early on is employees raising tickets such as IT help desk, HR support, when can I take my vacation, what's the leave policy, etc. Half the questions were when, what, why, and that could be answered very quickly by AI because you don't need a human to intervene. So right there you have a 50% efficiency gain because you can now automatically answer those questions by connecting the right data sources. The remaining 50%, the ROI has been anywhere between 10% and 80% depending on the use case and how complex the ticket is. Just by surfacing the right results, right information sources and potential responses so that the agent doesn't have to go look through sources and arrive at a conclusion. They have a set of resources to come at a decision point very quickly. One of the use cases in procurement, for example, what would have taken 2 days takes 15 seconds. So putting a firm figure on the ROI is hard, but obviously is really high. And what it's helped us to do is really enhance the kind of work our employees do and not just respond to tickets, but there are a lot of value-added opportunities within that function where they can own a problem and take it to conclusions rather than just responding to tickets.
What are the key challenges that you face with the systems deployed in production right now?
Key challenges, as with any digital technology, new digital technology, is one is scalability. How do we scale quickly? How do we scale efficiently? Second is cost. Third is the infrastructure not being ready. We have been struggling with the quality of data in some instances. We have been struggling with connections to ecosystems and infrastructure layers. And honestly, people are another factor, right? People are not very welcoming of AI at the first go. They're apprehensive, this may take my job, etc. So it takes a while to convince people, employees, that no, this is an augmentation to your job and this is a good tool to use. Your job is not going anywhere. And finally, just keeping up with regulations and all the laws popping up everywhere about AI. For example, we cannot deploy AI on our HR systems because most LLMs are not HIPAA compliant. So we'll have to do some workarounds around that. So these are challenges, but I think these are growing pains. These are teething pains, and these will go away in the next 3, 5, 10 years. And I'm looking forward to a future where support is no longer required to be heavily manually conducted, and it's automatic, and people get answers and move along to the next phase of their value journey.
Well, today at RetrieveX, you know that main topic is about the search and retrieval of
Yes.
the correct information in the most accurate way. Curious, how do you see this shaping next 3, 5 years? I mean, you mentioned about how the AI will evolve, but more specifically on retrieval. Like, what's
Yes.
the accuracy today, and how do you like improving it day to day internally?
Good question. Great conference. Thank you for the invitation. The AI field itself, if you look at AI as a product within the enterprise, the promise is that you're going to be able to get to end-to-end automation at some point. But the critical piece of it is retrieving the right information at the right time in real time and getting very precise with the information that's retrieved, so the LLM can do its job with the actual inference and decision making and hand it off to a human. We just went live with a search platform yesterday, and
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a 1-year journey. We have evaluated 8 to 10 different vendors and arrived at a vendor. One lesson we learned is right now, with the maturity of the RAG frameworks available and the research out there, we are able to get to 80% accuracy. We still have to maintain a disclaimer at the bottom of the search bar saying AI can make mistakes, take it easy, don't use anything and everything that you see, verify. In the next 3 to 5 years, at least the expectations get to 90%. 100% probably is going to take a while because the data sources are going to be corrupt even if you control for it tightly. In the next 3 to 5 years, hallucination is not going to be a topic that's going to be talked about very frequently. That's the hope. But the real crux is, I think there will be specialized RAG modules for specialized industry use cases so that you don't have to boil the entire ocean for a specific use case to be solved. For example, if you have a healthcare support sort of situation, it's going to be a very specific AI, a very specific LLM, a very specific RAG framework. And it's going to be very efficient, and it's running on its own hardware that is not a general purpose GPU or anything like that. The second thing we hope will happen is today, AI search is very expensive. If you take unit costs, per search, it costs us about anywhere between 4 to 10 cents. That is 4 or 5 times costlier than regular native search, keyword-based search that is available today. We hope that will exponentially fall as LLM costs fall and RAG models get better and hardware gets cheaper. We hope that will come to parity with keyword search. And in the next 3 to 5 years, I also expect you shouldn't forget that the biggest markets are the developing nations. Okay, that's where 2/3 of the population of the world lives. So you have to cost scale, you have to infrastructure scale those solutions to make it applicable to those large markets, and the use cases are just plenty. Right now, the focus is all on the Western world. It is very expensive to get started. It is very complex to run. That I think will become very easy to deploy in the next 3 to 5 years. And some of the products being pitched here at RetrieveX, I think they're going in that direction.
Can you tell more about like how do you see the human role in how there's like AI automation and agents, especially you're working with a lot of customer support people, they are at scale in emerging countries and helping the US. So like where do you see how this AI and human will evolve in future, especially in the customer support?
Yeah. I don't have a concrete answer. I don't think anyone has a concrete answer at this point. But my pitch to our leadership is you cannot get rid of all your people. Okay, what are you going to do? Just deploy AI? That's not going to happen. And that's not going to happen for the next 10 years. So the role for the humans will be, one, looking at the quality of the output of the LLM.
Doing the error correction.
the error correction, becoming process engineers along the way, because as a customer support agent, you not only provide support, but you also have an end-to-end view of your customer's process. Say, for example, you're a customer support agent for a retail entity. You understand what the return process is. You understand what their fakes discovery process is, etc. And when you're handling those tickets or customer interactions, now if the LLM is taking over the inference and the actual resolution, humans will be at the final 100 meters looking at the quality of the resolution, if they're up to par with the metrics. That's on the support side. But in general, for the enterprise, if you look at it, I think human roles will change to be more strategic. LLMs and AI in general are not good at many decision-making factors. One of the papers that came out about looking at medical interactions, LLMs were wrong 70 to 80% of the time. So there's a role for humans to supervise. So you may end up with a situation where there are 10 people who are looking at 20 different AI agents running the company. But you should not discount the fact that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. It is going to happen. That we have to accept that fact. But we are, as humans, have been really good at inventing new jobs and moving the path forward for the rest of humanity. So I'm still looking forward to see what we'll do about it.
But the similar thing happened at Zendesk, right? Pre-Zendesk era, everyone's like writing these notes down in a Notion. I don't know, there's somewhere in the notes like, hey, there's a ticket, go and take care of this. There's a customer, and now you fully automated that part. And now you created a platform that there's a further automation can happen. I think very similar to what like Salesforce saying, Agent Force. Now you can have Zendesk agents automating all the customer support so that actually people can be more effective and efficient executing their daily workloads, both internally and externally, when you're building this.
Absolutely.
There's the last question I have for you is like, what keeps you excited today, and like, what do you see over the next 5 years?
I think as humanity, we are at a pivotal point. We are inventing a brand new technology, and as some of the scientists put it, we are developing a brand new alien technology that we fully don't understand. So that's coming into our world. How do we harness it for the good of society? That keeps me excited. And how is it going to evolve? And if we are part of the solution, how do we make it a good solution? It's not just about implementing AI left, right, and center. It's about making sure it's implemented ethically, it's implemented safely, so that in net positive, there's a gain for society and we move forward as a species. So that's what keeps me excited. And I think I'm midway through my career. Perfect time to explore the rest of my career with brand new technology that's super powerful.
Akshaya, great having you. Thanks for coming, taking your time.
Thanks for
having
having me.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Take care.